Welcome to the planet Earth, your new home and school for as long as you may be in this body. On planet Earth, you will be learning many lessons. Among them may be religion. Oh, I see you got the paganism class. Here are a few things you can expect. Paganism is a form of earth-based spirituality. However, the pagan students are studying the mind and the heart, which can be confusing or seem funny for an earth religion. One would think the pagans would be perfecting their bodies, growing their vegan plant farm, and sleeping in the woods. However, most modern pagans are far from the love and care of the green earth Mother Father, stacked together in a bustling outward society. Pagans are poor is something as a metaphysical store owner I often heard. I noticed in general the community was not prioritizing their physical health, their living environment, nor their bank account. Materialism, which is of the earth, was not a priority. I did not see my fellow pagan students learning the material lessons of the body and the environment. I saw them learning psychology and empathy. This earth religion, known as paganism, is of the inner world. By tuning yourself through seasonal rituals, working with the phases of the moon, and reaching up for something divine, you find yourself in balance with the earth. Like in the movie The Karate Kid, a repetitive, seemingly totally ethereal ritual act done time and again transforms your persona, wax on, wax off. Through the simple rituals of paganism, the inner self transforms and becomes aligned. Psychology is learned through defense mechanisms. The development of defense mechanisms is something that each human must go through. Defense mechanisms teach us how to keep our own power. However, there's also a dark side to defense mechanisms, and that is to usurp power from other students. I remember participating in these power games as a young student. My game was if I could get other people to mirror my mask or believe in my character, my false ego identity, then I could live as a detached character while I nourished my secret goddess self on the inside. You have been caught trying to control perception! But it was just a little fairy glamour. The rules of the power games were all about the mask or ego identity. The key to the lesson, or the friction, that's caused by the fiction of the lesson is empathy. You could have the best ego mask in the world and all of your Facebook friends backing you up, but if you did not feel it, the empath would know, and they would see right through you. Thus, the game of ego versus empathy. Some students can get stuck at this level of the game, constantly trying to push their ego lie into a world of masks. Who has the best mask wins, I suppose. I challenge you to an ego duel, a face-off. Prepare your best mask. The pagans that explore beyond this community game, who gravitate to their inner spirituality and relationship with the gods, develop much faster. I believe these students have the ability to look at their shadow and not run away screaming, nor do they take the shadow on a joyride of mayhem. They confront, they learn from, and eventually heal and integrate the shadow. The key to healing the shadow is realizing that you are in fact God in a human consciousness. When we accept our divine selves, the shadow is illuminated. Those students who strive well and subdue their psychological and emotional dragons make it to the lesser-known level of the game. Not a secret level, just a level you must develop eyes and ears for. I call it the fairy tale level. You may call it archetypal life myth pattern. The translation is, your life becomes more mythic, fictional, inwardly epic. The key to inward epicness is compassion, growing a heart. This is the goal for all students everywhere. Compassion is best explained in the Buddhist text, thus ending my words about paganism. So there is the short Reader's Digest version of the Psychology of Paganism and Life as an Earth School. Thank you for joining me.